Yes, guys, what is good? So, I primarily focus on helping you guys get set up on Etsy. But what happens when you're actually thriving and doing well? Well, I want to show you a little store, Kylo Sky Jewelry. They do 10k a month and they're only 6 months old. Some of their best selling listings are only 3 months old. Okay? Now, this is how easy it is to get to 10k a month on Etsy, right? And if you look, they've only got 12 listings. They're doing some things really, really badly and some things super, super well. So I'm going to break it all down for you, show you how you can do it yourselves and just scale to the absolute moon. So let's jump over to the computer and get right into it. So here we have it. Here is their store. 1,500 sales. Apparently they're based in the UK. Top shop for gifts in the UK. That's a pretty easy badge to get, but nonetheless solid work. 12 listings. Okay. Now you can see what I mean about having this premium feel and appearance, right? Look at this. They've got their own branding. They've got their own packaging. They've got some pretty neat products, but they've only got 12 of them, right? Now this product here is their bestseller. Okay. So you see they've got the bestseller tag. Look at the views they get, the favorites, and it's only 3 months old. Okay. You know, it's doing 225 sales a month for £18. If we just pull up the calculator here, times 1820, yeah, 4k a month just off this. If no one's upgrading, if no one is choosing more birthstones, this is just for their base one, right? They've got a really fantastic system in place. Take a look at these photos. It's all AI. They're all AI generated. Okay? They've got great feedback. You know? They've done really, really well. The basics are great. They have a fantastic understanding of the platform. But now if we take a look over this, you know, there's just some sloppiness here. They've gone for some really good keywords. They know their SEO. They know the audience. They know where they want to rank. You know, little bit sloppy with the caps, but maybe that just adds to their charm. Okay, you know, they have a range of different size colors and lengths of their necklaces that does make it a little bit more tricky to scale, because one of the points on the board, you want to look and build a brand that has the potential to come in-house, and that's why you would do a low amount of listings, right? That means you can get them in, you can put this together yourself, and now you're within TOS. All of these birthstone pieces and charms and all these necklaces, you're ordering them into yourself from AliExpress. But guess what? Because you are building this personalized product, you're putting the charms on the necklace. It is now perfectly within TOS and you can scale it to the moon, right? And one of the things that a lot of people overlook when they come to bringing products like this in-house is product sizing, packaging, right? Do they have room for this to be in their house? Do they have a spare room? Okay, when you're dealing with big boxes and clothing and hoodies and stuff, they take up an enormous amount of room. Jewelry does not do the same, right? You can just have, they're like these nice little drawer like shelving, and you can pull out the drawers, the next necklace is in there, boom, boom, boom. You can have your whole workstation that can scale you to 10, 20, 30k a month, just simply on a little desk, little desk, these shelf units on, and you piece it all together there. So easy, right? It's definitely a route for some of you to look down. You get into jewelry, you work out how can I add a personalized element to this, okay? You scale it at a base level without personalized. Once you've got the cash flow, you order in and you set up this at-home work environment, okay? And now all of a sudden, you can say you deliver from a small business in the UK. Fantastic. It's made to order. It's personalized. Dispatched from the UK, right? That shipping time does not seem like it dispatches from the UK. If this was a UK to UK shipping thing, right, I would be expecting to get this at the absolute latest next Monday. Why not? Why are they trying to tell me it's going to take this amount of time? It's because they're drop shipping. It's because they haven't brought it in-house. You're opening yourself up now. You're realizing this. Well, if I come in and sell these exact same products, but I am doing it in-house, I'm doing it quicker, I've got my own little bags they come in, you're going to just mop the floor with them, right? Because people do like speed. When you're on Etsy, you're safe. As a customer, if you buy from a new store or an established store, it doesn't matter because you still have the security of Etsy as a platform. Okay, so if you come in, rank really well, do some early fake engagement farming, you're going to absolutely win every battle you're put in. Now the next thing we have, right? We have this appearance here, this premium feel, this luxury feel, these images where it's on this kind of branding, okay? And now if we go and look at some of the reviews, the customers are getting this kind of branding too. You can get a private supplier to put this together for you. This maybe costs them at the most $1, right? And that's if you're buying like 10 of them at a time, $1, $10, boom, right? This ad is such a luxurious premium feel that Etsy are going to love to see it. Your customers are going to love to see it, right? They wait a little bit longer, but then it comes and it's done nicely like this, and they've got this little Kylo Sky jewelry. You got your branding. Wow, maybe on the back is a QR code to leave a review. Just saying, right? You can get your private supplier to take it out of the box it comes in, put it on your own little packaging with a QR code sticker on the back of it, and they'll probably charge you 30 cents per packaging on the up end, plus then $1, for this kind of packaging, depending on how many you buy and whatnot, right? Just to establish this premium authority figure look in this space is costing you $1.30. I hope the cogs in your head are turning as I'm saying this kind of stuff, right? Because it really opens to possibilities, right? Each product they have, you'll notice they're starting off, they're having a really premium, solid looking product in high traffic, high competition keywords, but they're starting off at a pretty low price. The money is made when people upgrade, right? They upgrade. They want a couple birthstones. Is it for their kids? Chances are they got 2-3 children, grandkids, right? If it's for a couple, they want both of their birthstones on. So you're going to find the take rate is going to be on the 3, 4, 5 birthstone range, okay? Not many people are going to come in and get the base level, except the base level here is 2 birthstones. But if it's 1 birthstone, you go down. And when it's 1 birthstone, you just charge super cheap. So now you're ranking really well because people are seeing it, they're clicking it, they're favoriting it. It's getting in front of more eyes, it's getting more traction because they're seeing this cheap price. And then they realize, 2 is a little bit more expensive. Okay, but it's getting that push. So if they want it, they will still buy it. Now let's talk about their logistics and their scalability. Okay, now they only have 12 listings. Now they do have a few SKUs in there, but they have 12 listings to worry about. That means every single one of their 12 listings are vetted. Okay, right? If we come down and we take a look at their reviews, let's look at the lowest one. So they've had some bad ones in lately, but they've only had 3 1-star reviews out of 90. Yes, they've had a 2-star, right? 2, and now we're up to 3 stars. Okay, so they're doing a very solid job, right? And now we're up to 4 stars, and then the rest of them are all going to be 4, 5 stars. Look at this. Okay, they have a great post-order system set up. They're doing something to get these customers engaged, to get them in, to leave this positive feedback, to leave these review photos, right? And systems like that work really well when you have a great relationship with your private supplier because they can bring in the packaging. They can put the QR code sticker on to go and leave a review, right? Once you have that in place, you're getting quick shipping, a premium product, a premium feel and appearance, making it so easy for your customer to leave a positive review. They're going to do it, right? They're just going to. Now, one of the things we used to teach back in the day was tell your customers that every single week you do XYZ raffle, giveaway, whatever to the customers that leave a review. Never state you want a 5-star review, only state you want a review. And then that really does get them engaged, get them enticed, okay? That brings them in. And hopefully they go ahead and leave a review, they favorite the item, and you're just going to be getting much more love from Etsy, much more push. Now, I did mention it earlier about the private supplier, about setting up packaging, right? About building a relationship with a private supplier. If you don't know where to start with that, in the Discord, we have Andrew and Alan, okay? They're two private suppliers in there. We've worked with them for donkey's years. They have processed hundreds of thousands of items for us. A lot of people in the Discord use them. So when you go and work with them, you don't just have the power of yourself as a new customer, you have the power of Etsy Mafia behind you. And that's all free, right? I should say you get access to them for free, not charging for anything with that. And you can go ahead and build these relationships with them, set up these systems. They're not new when it comes to building a premium feel brand, okay? So now if we go and examine through, they clearly they've got their products with the supplier, they've got the packaging, and now they've said, look, we only have 12 listings, right? Maybe they're paying $3-4 per item. They've got the cash flow in, they've ordered them in-house, and now they're taking their own photos like this. Okay, you know, they only need to get one of the custom branding packagings in-house and just swap in the items, swap out the items, right? And now they're getting these nice UGC videos, these nice UGC photos, anything they want from their own content. And that is why it's infinitely scalable, because now when it comes to Christmas time, they go ahead and they double their listings. They go ahead and they have 24 listings. Every single product gets duped, but a Christmas theme gets put onto it, a Halloween theme gets put onto it, right? A summery theme gets put onto it, you know, and then they're targeting those kind of keywords. So it's an evergreen niche that's scalable year round, that can be hit any different season and industry, right? It makes the game so much easier. And I hope some of the stuff I've gone over in this video is going to help you guys, because when you start thinking about it and working on your systems, you can set up some crazy profitable, crazy scalable Etsy stores. Once you kind of break past these 4 barriers that you've self-inflicted on yourself, that maybe you think, I can only fulfill from China, I can only fulfill from AliExpress, I can never get custom packaging. You think the barrier to entry is so much higher than it is, right? Once you start seeing and opening your mind and just asking the question, you test, you scale, you repeat, okay? And what you do in that scaling procedure is completely up to you, right? You build your own systems. When X threshold is met, I do this. When Y threshold is met, this happens, okay? You don't get to the point where I'm at without setting up your own thresholds, procedures, and scaling points, okay? And if you can do that, there's no reason why you can't be like Kylo Sky Jewelry or like any of these other ones, because they're going to be around, right? I keep using the wrong finger. They're going to be around and they're going to be printing 10K a month for a long time. They're probably going to do about 50K a month in Q4 with 12 listings, okay? This is just one of their stores too. They're probably rinse and repeating this. They do 12 listings per store to minimize risk. They might have 10 stores, 120 listings total, doing this kind of strategy because they have the fundamentals. And when you have the fundamentals, then you can scale, right? So I hope this video has helped you guys. Let me know what you want to see more of. I'm really loving putting out these weekly videos, teaching you guys, helping you push you further. So yeah, leave a comment with what you want to see in these kind of videos. Join Etsy Mafia, a great little Etsy community that's going to help you scale and get started. Yes, I love the word scale. So anyway, I'll see you guys next Friday.